Imagine that. You're walking through a toy store minding your own business, but then you see something with a giant grin and rabbit ears that some people might consider trading their car for. Oh, that's a Labubu. A cute, sort of creepy doll that somehow edges its way into society with people all over the world being obsessed with them. From collecting, trading, and even making Labubus, the Labubu black market has taken a turn for the worse. But have you ever wondered how these toys were actually made? Today we're going into a deep understanding of how these balls of plastic and fur went from a sketchbook to thousands of manufactured toys made into collectibles. The birth of the first Labubu. So the story starts off with a guy named Kazing Long, an illustrator from Hong Kong. He used to draw a bunch of creatures, fairies, ghosts, whatever he thought of he drew, and one day he thought of a long-eared gremlin with sharp teeth and a smug smile. Kazing wanted something that looked between a mix of a rabbit and a goblin, and somehow came up with this, the first Labubu. At first, the Labubu was just a character in his art books, but then the toy company Howto came along, creating one of the weirdest collabs in history. Sculpting the first Labubu. You're an artist who randomly gets called up one day into a small room, and they have you sculpting this. The first Labubu was sculpted from clay. Every bump, wrinkle, and tooth on that Labubu was made by a sculptor, or sometimes they would also make digital 3D models to double check the proportions. Some prototypes took 2 weeks just to get the grin right. The molding. You have finally finished the problem of sculpting, but you're not done yet. You have a group of people who come in to make special molds for the making of the creatures. These molds are made out of metal and can handle serious heat, about 200 degrees Celsius or more. Then liquid vinyl goes in and gets spun around so it coats the insides. Then it cools down to form the head, body, feet, arms, and legs of a Labubu doll. Vinyl casting. Although a short stage, it's a very important one. At this stage, the factory is pumping out hundreds of pieces. As they're pumping out, workers trim off extra beats with tiny knives. Hand painting. A team of professionals enter the room, and as they sit down, they see a bunch of tiny limbs, and by the time they know it, there's no going home. All done hand by hand, so no two Labubus are 100% identical, which means when you buy one, they're technically one of a kind. Assembly and quality check. Once painting's done, the pieces get assembled. But before all that, pieces go through a quality check before and after assembly. All parts of the Labubu are checked, like common mistakes being missing limbs or more rare like unpainted dolls. Packaging and the blind boxes. By this time, you've made thousands of Labubus. Now it's time to lock each one up in a box sealed up tight. Most come in blind boxes, which means you have no idea which Labubu you're getting until you've opened it. The collector's world. So after all that, the Labubus hit the market and chaos erupts. Collectors in Hong Kong, Japan, and all over the world line up for days for drops. Online shops crash and people trade figures like their stock. And some rare Labubus, they go out for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. So yeah, next time you see a Labubu, just remember behind that grin are sculptors, painters, and factory workers who spent weeks making it perfect. These little dudes may look silly, but the process behind them is insane.